In this example, we will use the traditional method to test the claim that the two Dutchess County regions have different rates of unsafe radon levels. So let's start with HO and H1. If the rates are different, that means that their proportions are not equal. And that's our claim. HO always has an equal sign, so P1 is equal to P2. Next, we need to find the test statistic. If using the formula, we need to find P hat 1, P hat 2, pooled P, and pooled Q first. So P hat 1 was actually given to us this time as 0.16. P hat 2 was also given to us. That was 0.19. Now before we can find pooled P, we need to find X1 and X2. So X1 is equal to 16% of the sample size, which is 186. So multiply and round to the nearest whole number and you would get 30. For X2, we need to find 19% of the sample size, which is 237. And again, round to the nearest whole number and you should get 45. And now we can find pooled P. So we have X1 plus X2 divided by N1 plus N2. Doing the adding, you should get 75 over 423. Divide and round to 3 significant digits, and you should have 0.177. Now we also need to find pooled Q, which is 1 minus that number, or 0.823. And now we can find the test statistic. So we have P hat 1 minus P hat 2 over the square root of pooled P times pooled Q divided by N1 plus pooled P times pooled Q divided by N2, and work that out, round to 2 decimal places, and you should get negative 0.80. Now it's perfectly fine if you want to use your calculator to find the test statistic, in which case you would not have needed any of this. You would just use your calculator, enter the information, and you would find a test statistic of negative 0.76. And again, either way is fine. Now we need to find any critical values. From the alternative hypothesis, we have a not equal to sign, so that means we have a two-tailed test. They told us that alpha was 0.05, so that means we have 0.025 in each tail and 0.95 in the center. So using table A2 or inverse norm, you should find that the critical values are negative 1.96 and a positive 1.96. So the test statistic, no matter which one of those you use, would be between the critical values and not in either critical region. So whenever that happens, that means that we should fail to reject the null hypothesis. So the claim is with the alternative hypothesis, and we fail to reject the null hypothesis, so that means there is not sufficient evidence to support the claim that P1 does not equal P2. One more question. Does the presence of unsafe radon levels appear to vary by region? Well, since we did not find sufficient evidence to support the claim that there was a difference in the two rates, it does not appear that unsafe radon levels vary by region.